All right, man. So we here. You know what I'm saying? DXMTV. You know the letters. We're getting into this Kendrick Lamar. Watch the party die. So this is an explanation of it. To me, when I got it, my interpretation was that he hates everybody. That's my interpretation. People that's on the side, the Rick Rosses, the Futures, YG. He hate all y'all. He hate everybody. It's like everything the industry got going on, he cannot stand. It's the opposite of what he loves, what he enjoys. I don't know what he listened to. Now I have heard somebody said, basically like the party part, the drugs and everything, and we got like fights and stuff going on. We got social fights and all that. But when it comes to that, you know what I mean? Cool. But he still ain't make a song like that to me that's bigger than Black and White. Like Lil Baby, bigger than Black and White. And he might have, because I'm not like an Uber fan. Like let's get it. I'm a fan from afar. Like, yo, I like when he, you know what I mean? When it's like a popping song, like, okay, Kendrick one of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like J. Cole, I'm not like I don't jump into J. Cole music like that, like I gotta listen to every, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate J. Cole from afar, and when something pops off, I'm the person that go back and listen to the backlog. You know what I'm saying? I'll listen to one artist, like everything you ever wrote, everything you ever said, from mixtapes that was trash. I did it with Kevin Gates a while back. Like, literally everything Kevin Gates ever came out with. So I heard when he started singing, when it was trash, and then, but the thing about it with Drake, I was there the whole time. So it ain't like I gotta go back. So that's why like it's a little more of a, you know what I mean, pushback, more of a, because on my own, I lived this, and like I was living it, just was like, damn, all right, I'm listening to it. It wasn't a gap. Other than like this later a couple albums, like I ain't really on that. But the beef brought me back. Now I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're gonna get into the every shot Kendrick took, but I don't think he took shots at a particular rapper. It's just everybody. There's nobody in the industry that he's like, yo, this person. Maybe like Killer Mike. You know what I'm saying? Andre 3000. Somebody compare him to Andre 3000. Killer Mike. Like it. He gotta be of, you know what I mean, Nas. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's not too many people. He don't like the Migos. I don't feel like he likes anybody. But let me let this man tell you this. That's my interpretation. It's like, damn, he's the kid in the corner that's gonna bring the gun to school. That's how I get. But I could be completely wrong. I want to watch this and figure out. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get it.
On the new song he dropped on Instagram last night, Kendrick broadened his scope from Drake to the culture as a whole, with a somber reflection detailing an image of a biblical apocalypse, letting the current state of culture burn to make way for a new earth, directly quoting the language of the book of Revelation, where John writes his own prophetic vision of the apocalypse. Shout out to JF Musics for pointing this out first, but the song isn't actually called Watch the Party Die. It's Untitled, and fittingly it almost exactly mirrors Untitled 1 from Untitled Unmastered. The song that prophesies the apocalypse that the industry is heading towards in its current state.
No more running from war wars. No more pillow talking, jump starting neighborhood wars.
Just as John from Revelations prophesies that the church was giving itself over to Jezebel, Kendrick directly name drops Jezebel here as what's leading artists to jail.
The end result in jail by Jezebel, a truck up full of lies.
His prophecies about Drake's fate and Euphoria are expanded here.
Have you ever watched your enemy down like with a poker face? Just walk that man down, that'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but tough love sometimes gotta result in violence.
Arguing that just walking Drake down on the world stage isn't enough to save the youth, but that it was an early warning of the larger implosion coming everywhere in the culture.
Burn a whole village, we start over, it's really that time.
From media sources like DJ Academics.
The radio.
So, as the industry hearing this, right? From Ross, Future, I'm just thinking about the people that like Playboy Cardi. Who else? Like even Baby Keem. That's interesting. Like because Baby Keem kind of be there with you, but you don't like that either. You want people to rap a certain way. Should they not? You know what I mean? Like Avengers and 20v1 this nigga, or y'all pussy? Tell me something, bro. Like what's going on? Like he don't like none of y'all. He don't like none of y'all, bro. He don't like Fabio. He don't like nobody. He don't like Meg Thee Stallion. He don't like Nicki Minaj. He don't like Lotto. He don't like nobody, bro. He don't like fucking Joe Budden. He don't like you. He don't like nobody. He don't like the culture. He don't like act. He don't like nobody.
Personality pushing propaganda for salary.
to scammers,
They glorify scamming, you get chipped over this credit card.
to people using their music to promote violence or just flexing their wealth.
We even kill the killers cause they like taking innocent lives. Flashy nigga with nasty decisions, using money as a backbone.
Taking down Drake was really to him just an example of the larger shift he prophesizes is coming next. And parallels throughout the lines on this song and the diss tracks reinforce that. He says,
I reason with these niggas if they can't see the future first.
which establishes his role as a prophet, but also references the song that started the beef. Like that, a song where Future came first. That line about scammers and credit card chips echoes back to this line on Euphoria.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway.
And these lines kind of make it clear that he wasn't just talking about Drake. The role this song plays is expanding the meaning of that original line. He did say everybody want to be demon, not just Drake. That the entire industry is following that spiritually corrupt path that he called out Drake for, and they're all doomed to go down with him.
Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo K.
The cover of the track displays a picture of black Air Forces, which can be interpreted in a couple of ways. The first and most obvious is Kendrick using the picture to show what time he's on, as black Air Forces are associated with being dangerous and ready for action. The second way you can interpret this image is as a response to Drake's diss track Push-Ups, where he shows a size 7 shoe label to mock that Kendrick is short and has small feet, I guess. There's a third way you can interpret this picture, but I'll get to that point a little later. Kendrick here is most likely speaking about the current status of hip-hop culture or even the entertainment industry as a whole. In an age where a money-hungry industry shamelessly provides self-deprecating and detrimental content a platform and promotes said content from being a shameful embarrassment to the new standard, Kendrick seems to be calling for an end to this spectacle. It's worth noting that this song was timely released exactly when the 2024 VMAs commenced, quite literally interrupt.
Bro, he did that shit again. He did that last time he dropped. He dropped during the award show or something. He did that again. Oh, he did it during the that big white party. He dropped during that white party. I mean, I can see his perspective. Let's keep it real. I can see his perspective, but at the same time, just leave. Like, why am I that person? I get his perspective because on one end, there's a lot of violence being promoted and there's drugs being promoted and there's certain things. But even before this era, it was the opposite. It was the drug dealers. Now we got the drug users. I blame Fabo. I don't really I don't know what he wants. Like, if I could see, like he said, why squash if you can't see the future? I don't know what he wants. Does he want everybody to be EPMD? Does he want Public Enemy? Like, is that what he wants? Everybody to be like social? Hip hop is gonna go back to it's gonna be like his music. If all of hip hop is his music, we not the number one genre. We not moving, but at the same time, we promote and we are promoted by the like prison systems and all that. People that own record labels on prison systems put it in. It's a circle. But Drake don't make that type of music. So that's where all right. So Drizzy don't make that type of music, but you gonna go at Dirt. You're gonna go at like, if I'm hearing this as an artist and I'm hearing Kendrick, like, am I on like fight or flight? Am I like, you know what I mean? Do my ears perk up like, hold up, like what do y'all do? I don't know. He don't like y'all. He don't like Jay-Z. He don't like none of y'all. Like, I don't know what. This is so confusing to me. I don't know how to feel because on one end the message he has isn't the worst, but at the same time, like, I don't feel like Drake was anything bad. Drake didn't do anything like, it's way worse people, but he was the biggest. So like, let me go at the biggest person. Is J. Cole okay in his eyes? Does he want Big Sean? Is he more so what I was talking about with the Big Sean, like just rap about like being a dad? I like that Big Sean was rapping about being a dad. Like, yeah, every day. I like that. But nobody was feeling that shit. Like, I didn't get no views. So is that what he want? Because if that's the case, hip hop's gonna fall back. Like, pop music and rock music is gonna be, country music right now is like flirting with being the number one. Like, they flirting with it because shit, that country should be fire low key. They be talking. You know what I'm saying? Rock, I just heard a rock mic drop. I seen a rock mic drop. That was kind of fire. So like other genres are stepping it up, and I feel like he want to take a step forward, but I feel like it's also a step back. Because the simple fact, what he's talking about, Eminem can't rap no more. Like if he runs everything, he don't want wreck with M. He don't want to rap with Eminem. Point blank period. He don't want to fucking rap with Eminem. Eminem is gonna rap like Eminem raps. He's gonna talk about what he talks about. He don't care. If you and y'all on the same label, so I don't think that's a problem. But if you're trying to recreate the whole world, you telling Eminem he got to retire because like, what is he gonna rap about? He ain't got another toy soldiers in him. He ain't going through that. So I don't know, and I could just be rambling and talking because like I'm just seeing that like, okay, so which artist is okay to him? Like, because if he feel like that, why he just don't jump on their songs and make them bigger artists? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? Versus getting on a fucking song with Coach Contra and like, all right, let's do this. Getting on a song with Rhapsody, okay, let's do this. Why he ain't doing that? Why he ain't supporting like the people that's doing the type of music you want? Why is he just being a negative Nancy to the negative Nancy as well? But I'm just saying, why is he just beefing versus like empowering? He got to burn it down to rebuild. Whatever, man. I don't know. Once you burn the shit down, you burn, like, I don't know. He's trying to kick me out of the culture in a sense in my head. Like, what the fuck would I listen to if you did that? I listen to everything. I like a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? I came up off Jeezy, so I came up off like drug music. So, and 3 6 Mafia, you don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in my head, what I grew up on, you hate. So you nigga was listening to Tupac. I love Tupac, right? But nigga, Tupac ain't here no more. We got 50 Cent, so move on. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. We're gonna keep moving, man. I'm over here.
The party. Kendrick speaks about the violence and the cycle of death, saying, "We even kill the killers because they like taking innocent lives," hinting at the way even those who commit violence are caught in a vicious cycle of destruction. He follows with a call to burn it down and start over. With the context of Kendrick Lamar's artistic career starting as an advocate for his community and the incarcerated in Section 80, to a voice for the voiceless in Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly, to giving up and feeling defeated regardless of what you do on Damn, to giving the Black community a roadmap to healing on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It seems that Kendrick Lamar has come to the conclusion that trying to reason with people who don't see the bigger picture is pointless because they don't want to see it.
My nigga, nobody was listening to that shit. That's what. All right, let me listen, bro. When you was doing radio music or like music, people was listening, but nobody listened to that morale shit like that. People played it once and kept it moving. Nobody really like stuck on it, so the message did not ring off in their head like that. What I want Kendrick to learn is, I want Kendrick to learn the down baby method. He's gonna have to adopt, and I think he's gonna have to adopt saying something, and he's gonna have to reverse it. Nelly made what the hell is that? Is it EI? Down, baby, yo, street in a Range Rover, street sweeper, baby, calculator, let it go. You know what I mean? It sounds. Oh, hey ya. Hey ya. It sounds like that, but he's really talking some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to figure out how to like do the sugar and, you know what I mean, the medicine with the sugar or whatever. He's gonna have to like remix, because if you making the music if you're making granola music, niggas is not really listening to it like that. Yes, it's nourishing. Yes. But people don't run to that. I was vegan. I remember people like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, because it's healthy. Like, what do you mean? I eat vegetables. You know what I mean? I would never do it. Like, okay, die. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? But stuff like that, like, it wasn't sustainable. I switched back. I went back to vegan. I stopped being vegan. I went pescatarian. You know what I'm saying? You might need to go back for a certain reason. You know what I mean? You might need that, because that does empower us. So everybody don't listen to music the same. I hear certain bars and I convert them into what it helps my life. I heard Jeezy talk about drugs and I went to work. I didn't sell drugs. I went to fucking work and I did overtime. And I didn't go on the block. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but I understand every person isn't like that. You got kids listening, and them kids might be like, oh, I got to go on the block. They just, you know what I mean? That's kind of, I hate this. That's on them. But, you know, it is what it is. But, I don't know, man. Let's keep going.
Expresses that there's no use in arguing with those who are blind to the future when a circus is already in full swing. He condemns the glorification of scamming and superficial lifestyles many promote, calling out influencers and those who talk down on him for not playing along with the industry's trends. But understands they don't hate him, rather they hate what he stands for. Kendrick gives them a reminder that he has consistently embodied patience, integrity, and wisdom, qualities that are rare in a world obsessed with instant gratification and fame. Personally, I believe this implies they not only hate what Kendrick stands for, but they hate the fact that they don't embody the same qualities. Conversely, he celebrates and acknowledges the few that are actively seeking to empower themselves through reading and education, making a clear distinction between the men of substance and spiritual depth and the men who are devoid of it. Now, as to who Kendrick is alluding to when he mentions these two camps can be referred back to the Black Air Forces on the cover of the track. Bluntly, if the shoes fit, wear them.
The choice of artists he name drops throughout the song is very intentional. He sees them all as positive influences on his own life that refuse to sell their souls and stuck to their own values and morals. From saxophonist Terrence Martin
said I'm mentally with layers, true.
to fellow Compton native Jay Estrada
My nigga Jay Estrada said I gotta burn it down to build it
to
up.
D1, a rapper turned Tufts University professor who holds his Christian faith at the center of everything he
I
does,
wanna be empathetic, my heart like D1.
to Lecrae, another known Christian rapper.
Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do.
These artists never reached the mainstream despite their positive messages and influences, for a lot of the same reasons people had the reaction to this song that they did. After Kendrick's Not Like Us, a lot of people were expecting a party hit, but Kendrick is expressing in this song that he sees the need for a spiritual reset, a somber and slower death.
So go do music with these niggas that you support. That's it. Use the Kendrick Lamar effect. Just do that. J. Cole went and signed all these people under him, and he does he rocks with them, and he's his squad. He does music with them. I support how y'all rap. I like this. Drake does music with damn near everybody, but he has select people that's like, yo, I like your vibe. I like this about it. I remember when Drake was listening to like drill music. He was like, nope. And everybody goes into like this whole like, oh, Drake is like hopping and this and that. He likes music. Like, the nigga's a musician. He like music. So he listens to underground shit like, yo, that's fire. Like, I wouldn't even word it like that. I like that. I need that sound. That's dope to me. So going and finding like different things, just really being an A&R in your head and like, yo, listening to music, being a fan of music still. I feel like Drake is still a fan of music. And it's like, damn, I need to jump on that. Let me see what's going on with that. Lil Wayne is a fan of music. So instead of him like doing this whole burn it down, build your camp big. Make Lecrae him. He is already the biggest Christian rapper, but make him him. Go and put that saxophonist on all your music. You did it before, put him on all your music. Make sure he's part of the camp. Put D1 on your music. Do a song with D1. Do a mixtape with D1. Like, blow these people up. Fucking link up with Coast Contra. I'm not gonna say it again. Link up with Coast Contra. Damn. Do a song with Rhapsody. The fuck? Like, yo, do music with these people. Stop bitching and moaning about stuff not being your way and just make an empire, bro.
To the old way of doing things. That won't be any fun at first. That's going to take a longer and deeper reflection on the way culture does what it does now. A realization from the artists on top that push perversion and a messed up way of living, that they won't just be leading the youth down the wrong path, they're also leading themselves to their own casket.
Future, what the fuck, bro? I blame Future. Future, what the fuck? You are who this nigga is talking about, bro. And you just led him to Drake. You let that nigga go to Drake, and you just like sitting on the sideline. Future, this is all you, bro. Because at the end of the day, Drake don't be rapping about no fucking pills like that. He don't rap about drugs like that. Nigga be rapping about dancing and girls. He raps about dancing and girls. And then like, okay, I'm with the squad. When I'm with the squad, I'm with the squad. So like, he was just the biggest artist. So he's like, yo, that's all it was. That's crazy. That's crazy. This nigga's a villain, bro. We gotta stop looking at him like a hero. This nigga's a villain.
You parading gluttony without giving truth to the youth. The graveyard is company. Just tell us what casket the truth.
Finally, in a gut-wrenching line, Kendrick states, "Would trade all of y'all for Nip," expressing his disappointment in the state of the culture, making it clear that Nipsey Hussle, a symbol of integrity and growth, is worth more than the collective empty behaviors of those that are currently occupying the industry. In the course of the track, Kendrick essentially breaks into prayer, talking to God about his divided thoughts on what he should do, saying, God, bless these words. Dear God, bless how I think. Dear God, draw the line. They're trying to confuse them with me. The chorus highlights that at the end of the day, Kendrick desires peace and clarity, and he's pleading for some sort of divine intervention, but ultimately decides to continue with waging war, saying, Dear God, please forgive me. You know how hard I try. I think it's time for me to watch the party die. Listening to this, you can't help but feel this intense weight of emotion in Kendrick's voice,
leading to moments throughout this reflection where he could hardly hold back his anger and disposition of violence, even holding himself back from finishing one of the threats during this moment of the song.
But I will.
At its core, this track is a response to everything. His critics, the fake narratives in hip-hop. Throughout his discography, Kendrick Lamar has taken many approaches to these sentiments, using music as a weapon to dismantle what he sees as wrong and rebuild something meaningful. And throughout this entire process, he's watched the art form he loves decay before his very eyes. Kendrick has reached a breaking point where words simply aren't enough.
I want to know what's Kendrick's golden era. What's the era that he's like, this is the best that it ever was? What's his golden era? Me myself, my golden era is probably the I don't want to say 2010s, but like, I don't know. I don't know what my golden era. I really have to think about that, but I need to know what his golden era is so we can know what we looking forward to if he wins. Is he looking at the 80s? Is he looking at the 90s? Like, is he like DMX, Jay-Z back then was like when it was the best? Like, when was it? Because Tupac was like 92 and all that. So, like, is that his golden era, Tupac, Biggie? Because honestly, Biggie was giving it up the way he was giving it up, and Pac was giving it up the way he was giving it up, honestly. Now, Pac did have duality. That's the one thing about Pac. He had, like, serious duality where he would talk about this, then he would go and actually talk about this. Lil Baby just did that. It's a lot of people that can, do stuff like that. But I don't know what's important to him to that when he sees it, he's like, yes, this is what I want. Is it when the West was doing the West stuff? Is this just a mask? Like, yo, let's burn it down and we can make the West the biggest thing in the world.
He's done explaining and he's done reasoning with those who refuse to listen. Instead, he's preparing to make a bold and undeniable statement through his actions, forcing people to see the truth even if they've been ignoring it all along. So he's popping out and showing niggas. And whatever he does next...
Hey, hold up, buddy. Are you melanated? Are you melanated, sir? Are you melanated? What? He's popping out and showing niggas. Hold the fuck up. You don't really sound like you have melanin in your body, bro. Like, you good?
Will most likely be the embodiment of this new unapologetic approach.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna say I look forward to it, but as a fan of music, I'm not the biggest Kendrick hater in the world. Like, I appreciate his music. I appreciate what he does. I don't look forward to the rapture. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't look forward to like. I don't know. I grew up listening to Ludacris Wild Out. I grew up to Eminem Wildin' Out, man. So I'm not looking forward to like. Now I can't. No. I can appreciate one aspect, like the Foolio type shit, like. If he gonna do this, I need him to go Eminem berserk and call the little niggas out. Like, call them out. Stop being like this, because this shit right here, this whole lyrical, I'm gonna say it like this. No, nigga, call these niggas out. Say their names. You said Drake's name. Say these little niggas' names. Say that, when this nigga was talking about killing somebody, and say the names, bro. Just be outright. And you can literally have an effect because they'll look and be like, hold up, he talking about me? Say their names. But if you keeping it like this, people just gonna be like, he's not talking about me, and they're gonna keep moving. Nobody's listening to this. Like, the ground level niggas is not listening to this. The mid tiers might be listening, like, okay. Top tiers, they got their ears open, but a lot of the top tiers is already on stuff like this. They not really, you know what I mean? So, like, Drake is a rapper's rapper. that nigga was like, oh, this is what 3 6 was doing. That's cool. Like I wanted to do that my whole life when I was looking up to Yo Gotti. This is what I wanted to do as a teenager. This is what I want to do. He's living his dreams. If you listen to his music, you hear that he's living what he wanted to do since he was a kid with Yo Gotti and E-Mac. He saw E-Mac and Yo Gotti moving through Memphis. He's like, well, I'm going to school. I want to do that. So he did that. That's it. Kendrick, I don't know what you was watching, what you was like, oh, that was, I don't know what he finds interesting. So that's why it's kind of like mystery and spooky to me, because if he wants the music, I don't want that. I don't want Let the Party Die to be, I don't want, nigga, get some production, get some music behind it. Like, I don't want that as a regular. That's just me, myself. I'm down south, bro. I want to hear some fucking, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know what I mean? I want to hear something that's actually vibey. I want to hear something, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't necessarily love, like, the music aspect of what he's doing. Like, if it was a poem that he just wrote, he was on IG, put like a black and white filter and just said this shit, ooh, he went crazy. But if you're trying to push this as a song, like it's music and I'm supposed to be like vibing, I don't vibe to that. I don't vibe to it. That's the only thing. A lot of stuff is bars and vibe to me. I think bars first, but even the way he raps is kind of like this whole like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like, you know, it's like different. Like he's doing this, and I like I like when he do that. I like when he's like punching. I don't like this similes and I gotta go look at the Bible. I don't like that. My personal opinion, not yours. You put yours in the comments right now. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We out, man.